My name is Valerie. I am a real estate agent in Southern California, and I'm 24 years old. One of the things I've learned right off the bat was to not get attached to the outcome in both personal and business. For those of you who follow me on social media, you also know that I got my first listing. It just goes to show that hard work does pay off. This listing, she was an expired, and our first call, she was very pressured and very like, I still want to sell my house, but I don't really know what to do. I don't want to do any more price reductions. I ended up going to her house because I actually was in her neighborhood, and I went up and I was like, hey, I wanted to put a face to the name. I can hook you up with an agent out in Texas so that way your transition is more smooth, like the next day or two. She was like, Valerie, thank you so much for your efforts, but right now I am not selling my house. I kind of just left it alone and I put her in the database. I never got any response, like at all. I called her from a different phone number as well. So at this point, I thought she was a dead lead, and I was just kind of like, you know what, I'm just gonna forget about her and not bother her anymore.
Several months later.
One day, she replied to my text, and it was a 4th of July text. She said, hey Val, I'm getting out of things with my previous realtor. Hit me up in a week. I'm ready to meet. I was like, great.
She wants me to sell her house.
I made sure on the phone right before the appointment, I was like, so you read the pre-listing package, you saw the net sheet. Are there any questions that you have from here on out? She's like, I have 30 to 40 days to sell. I need to be out. I was like, done deal, let's do this. Me and Lloyd pull up. During the listing presentation, it was very quick. She was agreeing on the price. She wasn't, unrealistic about it. She was hesitant about the commission. She was like, this is the highest commission I've ever seen. We are hesitant about what the money is gonna look like when we walk away from it. And I told her, you'll walk away with more than enough that you need. And that's at the listing price. On average, we sell above asking price. So you'll walk away with more guaranteed. And then she signs. We started posting on Instagram, homecoming soon, blah, 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 right? The day right before the photographer comes, she's like, Val, I want to pull out of this listing. Turns out that her mother is no longer going to buy her next house with her. My seller is now all alone to buy a house by herself with her daughter. Financially, she'd only be walking away with like 50 grand, and she wouldn't have enough to establish a secure home. She's like, I'm so sorry I dragged you into this, but as you can see, life happens like that. So, all very exciting. And the last thing I want to mention is how to stay motivated after all this turbulence. I get these wins and I get these losses. It's a roller coaster of emotions. Basically, how would a boss react? Instead of being like, oh my God, I lost this listing, you're gonna go prospect some more and go get another listing. Just go get another one. That's what I told myself. How you respond to life is key. So far, I'm still in it, and I feel like this is a really good field for me. I love that I'm becoming like more of a hard ass. Yeah guys, that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you, just a little bit about my experiences. So with any buying, selling, or investing real estate needs in Southern California, I also have connections nationwide. I am with Team BC Real Estate Team with Brian Casella and Lloyd Velasquez. Reach out to us with anything.